Good morning, everybody. Wishing you all a beautiful Shabbat from Jerusalem. So it's been an interesting week. After 2 years of managing to dodge the bullet, we got COVID this week. And thank God, a little bit sick, nothing terrible. And Yosef has no symptoms whatsoever, but he is positive. Ali actually is negative still. And it makes you wonder, we're kind of, hopefully it seems, at least in Israel and around the world, it seems that we're approaching the end of this, at least of this variant, and please God, hopefully of this whole pandemic. And it makes you pause and think and wonder. And I think there's some inspiration that we can actually draw from this week's Torah portion to help us to understand how to move forward. So this is one of the worst moments, one of the worst incidents, not only in the Torah, but in the entirety of Jewish history. It's the episode of the golden calf. And we know what happens. The Jewish people are dancing around the golden calf, worshiping this idol, and Moshe comes down. He's furious. He takes the stone tablets, he smashes them, and we have been paying the price as a people ever since. And there's a question that everybody asks. Everybody wonders this. How is it possible? Just a few days earlier, the Jewish people stood at Mount Sinai. They literally saw a revelation of the infinite Creator himself, giving the commandments, the first of the 2 Commandments, at least to the Jewish people. Few weeks before that, they witnessed the miracles of the parting of the Red Sea, all the miracles that took place in Egypt, the 10 plagues. How is it possible that 40 days later, they're worshiping a golden calf, that they've given up on Hashem? What happened? Why was that inspiration of the Sinai experience not enough to sustain them through the difficult times and allow them to maintain their belief in Hashem? What happened? And the answer, of course, is something that we all know, sadly, but it's true. Inspiration doesn't last on its own. Inspiring moments, inspiring experiences that a person has, they could be just that. They're a boost, they're inspiration, they're a light, they give you a moment of clarity. But unless you then go and take that inspiration and do something with it and pour yourself into the hard work that's necessary afterwards to sustain the clarity, to sustain the level and the realization and the revelation that you experienced, it's going to disappear, period. The Jewish people stood at Mount Sinai. They saw God with their own eyes, so to speak. The clearest revelation of the infinite Creator that ever took place. 40 days later, they're worshiping a golden calf. How is it possible? Because that inspiration on its own doesn't remain. So what do we need to do? We need to take, when we have moments of clarity, and that's what I wanted to say now. Hopefully, please God, we're moving out of this dark period of 2 years of being in this pandemic, and we're moving on to a new stage in life, in our own lives, in the world, please God. But what are we taking with us? What inspiration, what clarity did we gain from the last 2 years? And what hard work are we going to do to sustain and to create permanent change in ourselves, in our families, in our communities, to make sure that this 2 years is not wasted? Think about it. Take the lesson from the golden calf. Inspiration on its own, boom, it's gone. 40 days later, it's like it never happened. The Jewish people are worshiping a golden calf. We need to take time now and take stock and figure out what is the hard work that we need to do at this moment to make sure that what we learned and what we experienced and the clarity and the revelation that we've experienced in the last 2 years becomes a permanent part of our lives for the good, so that we can move forward as families, as individuals, as a people, as humanity, into a better, clearer, more beautiful, brighter, happier time. Wishing everyone a beautiful Shabbat Shalom from Yerushalayim.